Hey everyone, here's a question from linear equation, and here we're doing this fourth, fifth and sixth question which involves division and multiplication required for solving a linear equation. The question is, solve the equation, justify each step, check your solution. What does this mean? We have to solve the equation, that is you have to get the value of the unknown, which is the variable. Justify each step, this means you have to explain what exactly you're doing in that step, and then we have to check the solution. Check the solution means once we get the solution, the answer, we have to substitute back and verify it. Let's start with the fourth question. We have y divided by 3 equals to minus 6. Here we have to find the y value. We don't want 3 in the denominator. So our aim is to eliminate 3 from the denominator. How can we do it? Remember, division inverse operation is multiplication. That means multiplication undoes division. To remove 3 from denominator, I have to multiply both the sides of this equation by 3. Now that will be, so they are asking us to justify each step, right? So you have to write down that multiply. So I'll just write multiply both sides by 3. So when you multiply both sides by 3, it will be y divided by 3 times 3 equals to minus 6 times 3. So whatever you're doing, you have to do on both the sides. Now here 3 will get cancelled because 3 is in numerator, 3 is in denominator. It's like a 3 divided by 3, or you can cancel it. 3 ones are and 3 ones are. So left side we're left with y, and here 6 3s are 18. Here you're multiplying integers of opposite sign. One is negative, one is positive. So when we have a integers of opposite sign, then you multiply the numbers. So 6 3s are 18 and the answer will be negative. Or the easy way to remember is, check how many negative signs you have, or how many negative integers or negative numbers you have. We have only one number which is negative. 1 is an odd number, right? So you multiply, and if the number of negative signs are odd, then you have to multiply and your answer, that is your product, will have a negative sign. And if number of negative signs are even, then you multiply the numbers and your product will be positive. You don't have to put sign there. This is the other way to remember when you are multiplying. Now this is the y value. We got y equals to minus 18, and we have to check the solution. Check the solution means we have to check LHS and RHS are same or no. So let's take LHS. So LHS, we have y divided by 3. Y value we know, it's minus 18 divided by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6, and here we have only one negative sign, so you put minus sign there. The same rule which we use for multiplication, same rule applies here. Or if you have only one negative sign, or if only one number is negative, then you get negative sign. If both the numbers are of same sign, you will not get any sign. It will be positive, or they will get cancelled out. So we get minus 6, and you can see that RHS is also minus 6. So your LHS and RHS are equal. This means your y value is correct. Let's go to next question, fifth one. Now fifth one is little different. We have pi there. So this is fifth question. We have 9 pi equals to pi x, that is pi times x. Here the variable is x. Remember, pi is not a variable, it's a constant, it has a value. Here x is a variable, we have to find the x value. This means we have to eliminate pi from the right side of the equation. This is pi times x, you're multiplying it, right? So multiplication inverse operation is division. Therefore we will divide both sides. So divide both sides of the equation by pi. So 9 pi divided by pi is equals to pi x divided by pi. So both the sides, the pi will get cancelled because we have pi in the numerator and denominator. So cancel them. We get 9 equals to x. This means x value is 9. Now let's verify this. That is, we have to check the solution. So LHS, that is left side of the equation, we have 9 pi, and RHS we have 9x, sorry, it's a pi x, and we know x value is 9, substitute, so it will be pi times 9, which will be 9 pi, which is same as your LHS. So here LHS and RHS are same. This means your answer is correct. X is equal to 9 is the solution here. Now next question, sixth one, we have decimals there as a constant. So sixth question, it is 0.05 W equals to 1.4. Here W is the variable, we have to find the value of this W. This means we have to eliminate 0.05 from the left side. How can you do it? So multiplication, inverse operation is division, divide both the sides by 0.05. So 0.05 times W divided by 0.05 equals to 1.4 divided by 0.05. So 0.04 will get cancelled, we get 1, and you can ignore that one, we get just write W equals to, now we have to divide 1.4 by 0.05, have to divide it. So this you have learnt in your lower classes. When you're dividing the decimal numbers, we have to make sure that divisor is a whole number. Divisor is a whole number, how to make it? So you have to shift the decimal point. 1, 2, 2 places to the right. I want decimal number after 5, that makes a number whole number. Same number of places you have to move the decimal point in your dividend. I have decimal point here, so move it 1 and then 2. I get decimal point here, but there is an empty space here, so you put 0. So this will be 140. So let me rewrite this. So this is 140 and we have decimal point, and this is 5 points. So we have decimal point after the whole number. So you can ignore the decimal points, you can just write 5 as a divisor and 140 as a dividend. Now we have to divide these two numbers. Since 1 is not divisible, so let's put here 0 in the quotient. Now let's take 14. 5 2s are 10. When we subtract, we get 4 as a remainder, so let's write 4 there. Now we have 40. 5 8s are 40. Remainder is 0 and your quotient is 28. This means W value is 28. Now we have to check a solution. This means substitute and check if it's correct or no. So let's take LHS part. LHS we have 0.05 W. So 0.05 in place of W, you write 28. We have to multiply these two numbers. One is decimal number, one is a whole number. When you're multiplying a whole number by decimal number, first ignore the decimal, just multiply the numbers, consider as a whole number. So we get 28 times 5. 5 8s are 40. We'll write 0 down, carry 4. 5 2s are 10 plus 4 is 14. We get 140. Now we'll place a decimal point. How to do it? In 0.05, there are 2 digits after decimal point. So in the product we obtain, we have to put decimal point in such a way that there are exactly 2 digits after decimal point. So you have to place it here after 1. If you place it here, you can see that we have 2 digits after decimal point. Therefore, the answer is 1.40, which is same as 1.4, and your RHS is 1.4. You can see that LHS and RHS are same, they are equal. This means your solution is correct. I hope it's clear how to use multiplication and division operation to solve a linear equation. If you have further question or doubts, you can drop a comment. Thank you so much for watching.